Hi, I'm back again. I'm on the same route as I believe was the last video, which should have been, if my memory serves me correctly, Dog Walk 3. The reason I'm filming is because, the reason I'm filming the same route so quickly is because what I didn't film in the last video was, do you remember that dog towards the end? That big dog. On the way back I had a bit of trouble with it. Now I've never seen it before, and I come down here a lot, and I'm not like, that is weird. Why have I never seen that dog? But unless it's a new dog, but I don't think it is. But anyway, we can figure that one out later. Big man. So anyway, what happened was I walked past, which was further up to when I originally seen them. It was further down. I thought I'd escaped, but further down the Klong, I saw this dog again. In fact, there was two of them, both as big as each other, and they just jumped out of nowhere. And I picked Deng Bon up, the white dog, and I drove a wedge between myself and the dog so they couldn't get to Blackie. I thought they might try to bite me, but they didn't. But anyway, while this was going on, one of the dogs had Deng Bon's leg in its mouth, trying to pull him out of my hands. But anyway, luckily the owners intervened, about 4 or 5 of them, and they managed to get their dogs off. And as I was walking up the Klong, I could hear them in the distance just beating them with this big stick here, which I doubt they've learned their lesson, to be honest. But anyway, I came here, I think it was yesterday or the day before. I think it was yesterday. Yesterday. And I came up to the same area of the previous incident, and there's that main white, big, massive, fluffy dog again. And it starts running towards my dogs, and I blocked it, of course, and eventually it got the message and buggered off. But I want to take my dogs up there. I don't want to I want to get up there. I don't want, because I like walking up that area. It's very quiet and secluded, so I don't want to have my way barred by a dog, and I'm not going to either. Now, I did last night, I'm not going to tonight. I guess it'll be there. And the thing is, if I had the use of both of my hands, I might stand a chance of getting through unscathed. But if I'm filming the event, that lessens my chances immensely. So if it all goes dark for like half a minute to a minute, just looking for my dogs here, that'll mean that my phone's in my pocket while I'm providing I don't accidentally press the stop button, but my phone will be in my pocket while I'm trying to take control of the situation. But anyway, we're not there yet. It's quite a way up, and the moon's out, look. What yang? Don't know if you can hear that. Singing slash chanting slash praying. The monks, that's the monks, yeah, the Buddhist monks. So I would imagine someone's died and it's a funeral. That's what I think has happened. I could be wrong. I mean, they could be having some religious training session or something. But generally, a lot of the time when you do hear them praying slash chanting at this time of the evening, early evening, it means there's a funeral going on, and they're praying, and all the family are there dressed in black. You know, the Thais dress in black for funerals. The Chinese Thais, and I'm not sure if this goes for mainland China, but the Chinese Thais, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think they all wear white for funerals, yeah. Anyway, just catching my breath, which is something I rarely need to do. Actually, I'm not catching my breath. I've been holding this phone with my right hand, and now my right arm has gone to jelly, so I've just stopped a minute to switch hands. And for the record, right now I'm still using my Android phone for this. This Android phone cost me about 6,000 baht. In fact, exactly 6,000 baht, which is 150 pounds, British pounds, and about 200 US dollars or thereabouts. So it's not a really expensive phone. But the aim is, of course, if this channel grows and I don't get bored, and that's a massive factor, if I don't get bored, but I don't think I will. You know, hopefully I'll get a proper camera, you know. But anyway, here we go. So this was literally in the last video. On the left, we're coming up to some dogs, the nutter dogs, as I called them last time. And on the right is a little shelter slash salah area. And I've had a few beers there in my time over the last, well, I won't say how long, but a long time. Well, not that I've got any secrets to keep. I've been walking up and down it, well, up and down here for about 2.5 decades now. Look at those dogs, look, the nutters are out. They are nutters. Their faces just look inbred. Their faces look inbred. Go on, Dengbon. Go, 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 go. Their faces look like inbred hillbillies. Hope this doesn't get me any YouTube penalties. Anyway, so the purpose of this video is just to see if that dog's there and to see if I can get my dogs past. I'm not going to stop going to that back area because I like it down there, just because of one or even two dogs as big as they are. So the purpose, I'm coming down here tonight. I want to establish my authority and get them used to me taking the dogs there, whether they like it or not. But as I say, I might have to put the phone in my pocket because it's not that easy doing it with two hands, let alone one. Where are my dogs? Dingban, Blackie, Blackie, come here. Blackie, come here. Where's that dog? Where's that dog? So, just for the record, my dogs understand English, some English of course, some words. Go on. And some Thai words as well. And when I say to them, where's them dogs? They understand what I mean. They understand exactly what I mean. How do I know that? Well, go on, look. Because, Dengban, come here. Because, you know, I know how they react. I know my dogs, yeah. So I said, where's them dogs? Like, they go a bit nutty, yeah, like looking for a dog. But we did actually just walk past an area where there is a dog. But that dog that we just saw on film, I think I got it on camera, that you just heard barking. Lovely dog, lovely dog. But, you know, dogs bark at each other. Here we are. Now we're going to try and get down here now. And my dogs know, and they're scared. But it doesn't matter. They're coming down here anyway. Blackie, come here now. Come here now. Come on now. You're going whether you like it or not. Go on. They're terrified of those big dogs. All right, well, I'll get Blackie on a lead. Bear with me while I get her on a lead. Hopefully this phone doesn't fall into the Klong. That would be horrible. And I'm going to pick, where are we? Jeepers, creepers. I'm going to pick Dengbon up. Now, Blackie, come here, Blackie, Deng, come here. So, I've picked Dengbon up. I've got Blackie on the lead. We're going to walk through, and this little side path on the left is where they come out. This is where they live. Okay, so far so good. We're through. Let me just take Blackie off the lead. And we're through. And the good thing is we didn't see that dog. But anyway, let me explain about this spot. Yeah, that statue, it doesn't look like it, but that used to be a barber's shop down there. It's the remains of a barber's shop that closed, easily 15 years ago. Yeah. Now it doesn't look it, but it's the interior. It's the former interior of a barber's shop. But anyway, it's no longer there. Go on, look. And there's Wat Yang again. Sorry, there we go. Had the camera the wrong way up. And there's the old house to the left that was demolished. There used to be a couple in there, an elderly couple, I think, but they've obviously decided to move. They had a nice little house and some dogs, and the garden's overgrown now. They've been gone a couple of years, but they had about 5 or 6, I think, I know I explained this in the previous video, but they had about 5 or 6 big German Shepherd and German Shepherd sized dogs. They were all white, and they used to go nutty when I used to walk past with these, you know. And the mother, I used to have their mother as well. Her name was, I don't know if I mentioned this previously, but her name was Si Tong, and she died about 4 years ago, sadly. So I used to have 3 of them. I used to have to bring 3 of them out multiple times per day. But for the last 4 years, I've only been bringing 2 of them out per day. Now they're both Dengbon and Blackie. They're both 10 years old. The brother and sister. Dengbon, the white one, he's the boy. Blackie's the girl. So they came out of the same litter. Every time she's in heat, which isn't very often, because as I gather, the older they get, the less they get in heat, the less frequent, although they still do, because she was a few months ago, yeah. So when she gets in heat, obviously we have to separate them. And he's like a crying baby. All the way through it, it's so annoying. He's like a crying baby, yeah. She's in the room next door. He can't get to her. He can smell her. He's a big crying baby. And every time she's in heat, it's a headache, I'm telling you. But anyway, here we go. And I'm going to walk all the way up here. Blackie, come on, look. What are you doing? Come on. Blackie, come on, look. Blackie. There is Wat Tong Nai, the focus of a couple of my, 2 or 3 of my recent videos, Wat Tong Nai. I was about to say something like I might do a few temple tours, but with all due respect to Thais and Buddhists, to me the vast majority of the temples are beautiful, you know. In fact, all of them are beautiful, you know. I mean, look at that there. Look at that site with the sun in the background. Sorry, the moon in the background. What am I talking about? Yep. So there we go. Banana trees, and as I said before, there used to be a wooden house there with a dog, yeah, and that was their gate. But it's all overgrown now, and they've planted some banana trees, and obviously the former residents have moved on somewhere else, you know. Now, I'm not going to walk to the end. In fact, let me walk to the end. I'm not sure I don't think I did before, but in the last video, or a couple of videos ago, I said there was a gate here, so I'm going to show you the gate. And these rarely follow me right to the end. For some reason, they bottle it late. Let's see if they follow me to the end. I rarely go right to the gate, but I will in this instance. So you can see the property after this. Properties, I think there's more than one, two, maybe three. Obviously, they've said, hey, we don't want pedestrians walking through here. Why should there? There's nowhere to go. Can you just close this part off? And which is fair enough, because look, it would take me what, 20-30 seconds to walk up there. There's nothing there anyway. So but what I'm thinking is, if now they're changing the Klong and knocking it down and building it back up, I'm wondering if they'll connect that end, and if they do, they'll have to take it down. So here's that gate. And now I'm going to turn back, and the dogs have more or less followed me to the end. So I'm going to walk back, and we're going to see if we can get past that part of the Klong unscathed today, on this for the second time today. So hopefully those dogs, or even one of them, won't be there. But let's see. But anyway, proved that this area is not out of bounds. Wat Tong Nai. That is Wat Tong Nai. Okay. Disadvantage of having a male dog is they cock their leg up at like every 5 seconds. And then they need their pee breaks as well. Sorry, not their pee breaks, their sniff breaks. So when they're not cocking the leg up, they're sniffing. I mean, look, this demonstration isn't working because hasn't stopped for a while until now. But I mean, you catch my drift. Male dogs, and this one in particular, is really slow. He's always dilly-dallying. He's always stopping and looking down like that, and cocking his leg up and having a dump and having a sniff. And sometimes he finds a really interesting scent, and his nose is there for like 5 minutes, and then eventually he'll just wee on that spot, you know. The yellow construction ahead, I don't know what that is, and I think I said it the last time I came down here. I don't know what it is. When I get like past 50 subscribers, maybe someone who knows can tell me what that is. I mean, they're building something, but are they? I don't know. There's a boat down there, and it's been there weeks now. And basically it has logs in it, so of course it's a transport boat for ferrying logs and whatever. Not just logs, I suppose, but in this instance logs. And what's happening here is they've dumped a bunch of logs down here, and I don't know why. Well, I would imagine it's for, can you see opposite? There's some kind of thing jutting outwards. Can you see it? I don't know what that is. It wasn't there several weeks ago. They built like an extension to the road, and it's all resting on bamboo sticks. Not bamboo sticks, but these logs. I don't know what they're doing. And then there's that yellow thing there, so I've got no idea. But anyway, one of the reasons I need to come down here, as boring as it sounds, is there's a lot of branches here. Now, why am I interested in tree branches? Well, ordinarily I wouldn't be, but I need to build a stockpile of sticks, twigs and whatnot. The reason being, oh actually I'll take this one. Got it. The reason being, look at that. It's a big one. It's got a few branches on as well, so I can make a few out of that. But the reason I have to do this is because my usual spot at the back of my apartments, where I used to get onto the canal, it's all been demolished, and they're rebuilding it, but it's going to take several more weeks, maybe even months. So I'm on this route right now until they get the canal, the pathway, the walkway built up again. And anyway, I use this because I use it to clean up the dog poo. So every time they lay one of their brown eggs, I use a little stick to prod it into the water, because you've got to clean it up, of course, else I'd be very unpopular with the locals if I didn't. So I'll break this down into loads of twigs later and put them into a pile, because my current pile has almost run out and there's a place I keep them, you know. But anyway, we're walking up to the big white fluffy dog again. So far the coast is clear, so hopefully we'll be okay. But let's see how it goes. The thing is, they're going to get scared in a moment. I mean, they're walking at my ankles now, but the closer we get, they're going to get scared. I know they are, so they'll hang back. So I'll probably have to put them on her on a lead and pick him up, which is annoying. But if you got to do it, you got to do it, you know. Come on, look, come on, look, come on, look. Let's go, Blackie. I just hope he's not around. Come here, up there, go on. Go on up there, look, go. Go. There, we're through, we're home and dry. Now there's a chance the dog could run out in a moment, but there's me between them now, so he's scared enough of me not to push his luck at this stage. If he gets tasty, then I'll get tasty back with him. Owners looking on or no owners looking on. I've just turned the flash off. I don't know if this is better. I think this is worse now. Jesus Christ, I hate being stuck behind slow walkers. That's one of my pet hates. It's busy tonight. I want to get by. She's walking so slow. Ding Bon, move it. I don't know, cab. She got the message in the end. Go on now. I would let him wee at bins if there was no one around, but there are people around, so I can't really let him. We're coming up to the nutters again. Talk up. Sorry, up. Naughty. I wasn't really smacking her, I was just nudging her bum with that branch. Anyway, I'm not going to film myself right to my doorstep. Here we go. Not because I've got anything to hide, but my arms are tired. So we're about 7-8 minutes from my back door rather. See you next time.